Excuse me. Hello, all of you who are here so far. How's everyone doing?
Good, you?
Good. Doing well. Yeah. I'm liking the fact that the weather is staying fairly decent and not getting snowstorms again. You all ready for spring break to start?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's time, isn't it? It's been a long year and a long semester, not just with this class, but with all your other classes and activities and stuff. Whew. Boy. So anyone have any news or stories or questions or anything while we're waiting for the last few people who might join us today? Nothing?
Do you?
What was that?
Do you have
You're breaking up.
anything to class?
Brennan, you're breaking up for me. I can't.
If you had any like stories to share?
You keep breaking up. I don't know what you are. If I have any stories to share, not really. I'm scheduled to get my first dose of the vaccine tomorrow, so that could be interesting because needles and I are not friends. Vaccines and I are not friends because they come with needles. But gonna do my part. Yeah, thanks. I need the good luck. And I'm going early in the morning, so then I'll have the entire day of my other teaching in that ahead of me. So we'll see how that goes. Um, yeah, no stories to share right now. It's been pretty dull. I mean, uneventful, I guess. So, anybody else have anything to share? I haven't heard, I know we're missing a few people, and I have not heard from all of them. I've only heard from one about not being able, um, possibly to be in class today. So I'm not sure where our other friends are, probably like on their way home, maybe, or something. But, we can give them another couple of minutes if we want to. Or does anyone know anything about any of your classmates not being able to be in class today? No. Right, we're an exciting group today, aren't we? Some days we get some conversation going, and other days it's just crickets. And even the crickets are silent today, I think. All right. Well, in that case, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do the brain dump and the sensory inventory, and then we'll talk about what's on the schedule for today. So I'm going to go ahead and get the timer started for the brain dump while you get your things ready for that if they're not ready yet. Um, we'll do the brain dump. I'll switch the screen so you can see the sensory inventory list, although you probably have it memorized by now, but never hurts to have it up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. So you go ahead and start dumping whatever is in your mind out onto the page. Get rid of it for the time being. right. Go ahead and switch over to the five senses inventory once you've finished up your brain dump. All right. Can go ahead and finish up that five senses inventory wherever you are. And we're going to shift over to the plan for today, which if you've looked at the agenda already, you will see that there's a very sparse plan for today, and that is because we are going to concentrate on these literature reviews. I know that a couple of you maybe have already submitted your lit review version 2, and I have not had a chance to look at those yet, but I will do that very soon. The rest of you will of course want to spend time working on that. Okay, working on that in class today. And if you have already submitted yours, you can, spend some time with the people in your group and give them advice and suggestions. And then you can also spend some time kind of doing your own thing. And we'll see how things go today. So the main thing on the list is the literature review workshops continued from last week. So last week we didn't really have a whole lot of time for everyone to really share what you have, and some of you were still uncertain of where to go. So you'll have more time today to work on that. I do have 2 practice sessions that I originally had planned for today. I don't know that we'll get to those today or not. It depends on you all. And how things are really going. And of course, that means you being, completely honest with me, because I need you to be honest with me. Judd, I see that, and I'm glad you made it. So, we'll see about what we're going to do with those. We will be doing those exercises. They just may not be until we get back from break. But ideally, we could get them at least started today if things are going well. So before I create some breakout rooms for you to go with your groups, I need to know what questions and concerns you have right now about these literature reviews that you've been revising. I need to know how things are going, where you're finding yourselves stuck or confused, and if you don't really know where you're supposed to go from here, I need to know that as well. So this is your chance to speak up or type up and let me know what's on your minds with the literature review.
Does fixing up our citations also like help our grade with a literature review? Because that was, I think, one of the main things that I got points off for.
Yes. Yes, the
Okay.
citations are a really important part of any research project. That is, I'm assuming in 101 you guys went over plagiarism and how that's something we definitely try to avoid.
Yeah.
It amounts to stealing basically other people's work. And it's like the grand theft auto of the academic world. And people have actually lost their careers from having their work stolen and passed off as other people's work. That there are true stories about that. In a former English 102 textbook, which unfortunately I do not know exactly where that book is right now, but there is a story of a person who was well established in his research field in academia, who, he had done a lot of work, award-winning work over his career, and 2 younger people came in, and in their enthusiasm and excitement in building on that work, they did not give him credit for that work. And they ended up getting, the awards and the promotions while he was forced into an early retirement for not being valuable. And that unfortunately does happen. And so we try to, train them up young, train them up right. We try to train you to be conscientious about citing your sources, and we would rather have you oversight, like cite things that maybe you don't absolutely have to, rather than not cite things at all. And then the other part of that is that in different research worlds, we'll just call them that, or spheres, there are different expectations about the way sources are cited. It's like the language that they speak. And so if you walked into a group where the spoken common language was French, and you decided to just start speaking Russian, you would not be understood by the majority of the French speakers, and you wouldn't really be able to communicate with that group very well. You may not understand what they're saying either. And it might be, if you walked in speaking Portuguese, you would have a better understanding, because the languages are more closely related. So when you mistakenly put in an MLA citation instead of an APA citation, people are going to be like, yeah, I know what you mean. But they're also going to say, but you need to say it the right way. right? So the citations, the works cited, or the references, sorry, for this project, I was just grading some 101 stuff, so I have works cited on the mind. But the references page, I mean, even little things like calling it references, like the title at the top of the page being references, that's something that we want to pay attention to. So yes, redoing your citations, making sure that you are creating citations in the proper format, the APA format, is important. I see a question in the chat box about EasyBib charging for APA. Where do I cite my sources? You put them on your document. There are many resources out there for citation generators. EasyBib is not the only one. The one source that I linked to a ways back, let me see. I'm gonna try to open this up and find that for you so that you can see that. Here, why does this always do this? I don't know. Please, no, I want you to open. I don't want it. This really irritates me because then I can't get to the controls that are over here when I do this. So I don't know why this is not working right. I don't want to open in preview. I want to actually open the document. Boy. All right, so let's go back here. Little ways, find our list of APA resources. This one, the key differences in format, Scribr. Scribr has templates that you can use. Scribr also has citation generators. If you poke around here, this page here is comparing the APA versus MLA so that you can see the differences. But if you go over to the side here, you've got APA citation style and APA citation generator. So you guys gotta, like, click buttons and stuff, and you can find things. But if you just follow the guidelines, you can create your own citations as well. So here you're given some examples. Actually, what you're given is, because what we see on mine is my my citations for that literature review that I shared with you guys, because I use this site to do that. But you can create your citations using these different things here. So if it's a website, you click the website and you put in the information, and you can create your citation that way. And they do not charge you for it. EasyBib, I think there's a way around the charging if you watch videos, but you have to agree to watch the videos or play the videos. You don't actually have to watch them. I never do. But yeah, there are lots of different places you can go for citation generation if you don't want to just follow the little guidelines and do it yourself. Any other questions or concerns about this right now? Remember that this document that has been linked on every agenda since I created the document gives you the details of the assignments. It gives you all of the information about the literature review. There's the whole section there on the literature review and the different resources that you can look at to help you see the different parts. And don't forget that these videos are really well done videos, so I wouldn't have put them there if they were not good. All right. Good. Other questions? Questions, comments, concerns about the literature review, the citations? All right, crickets are here again. So I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to create breakout rooms. Unless I hear otherwise, you'll be in the same groups that you normally are in. Let me just make sure that each group is going to have enough people in it. It looks like all the groups will be okay. So your groups will be the same. What you want to do is continue going through, sharing what you have, asking your questions that you wrote in your cover letters, kind of going a little more in depth than you had time for last week. I'm going to give you quite a bit of time today for this, and then when you are finished working as a group, go ahead and pop back into the main room. That way I'll be able to check in with everyone, see how you're doing, and we can make a decision on where to go from there. All right. So how did your work sessions go today?
Sure.
Good.
Good.
Good. What questions do you still have? What do you need from me in these last few minutes before you are left on your own to finish it up and get it submitted? You're all pretty well set.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It seems like when most people are trying to talk, it just breaks up on my end, which probably I don't have the best connection right now. I can't really tell. Anyway, so I will tell you all, remind you that you need to have the literature review resubmitted, version 2 submitted by the end of the day tomorrow. I am going to be here at my desk all day tomorrow. So if you have any last minute questions or concerns, or you want to try to hop on Zoom for a quick meeting at any point, you can reach out and we can try to get you whatever assistance you need. Otherwise, You guys don't have any homework from me over break because I'm a big believer in breaks being breaks. And I felt bad that you had to do some work over our last break. But this is your break from all of your classes. I hope you have more teachers who honor what a break is supposed to be, but at least you won't have any work for this class. So I hope that those of you who are traveling, that you travel safely, that you are smart when you go wherever you go, and that you have a good time. Those of you staying here, that you maybe get to, travel in your minds a little bit. Just imagine being on a nice tropical beach somewhere, or whatever it is that makes you happy. And I will see you back again really in a couple weeks because we don't have class the Tuesday that you come back from spring break. We don't have class until that Thursday, the 15th. So it's quite a while that we have off. If you need anything during that time, please feel free to email. Just because it's break doesn't mean that I won't be checking emails because I have all my other things going on, plus my one GRCC class that's not a middle college class that will still be going as well. So if you have any questions or concerns, you can stick around and ask those. Otherwise, you can log out and have a wonderful spring break.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Good break.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Carlos. Dean, Jad, Janaya, I see you guys haven't logged out yet. Do any of you have questions that you want to ask?
I do have a question, but I'm trying to pull it up.
I can't hear you very well. Can you, I don't know if you need to get closer to a microphone.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear, just not very well.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna put my face right up next to the speaker.
I can type it in the chat.
No, I can hear you now. This
Oh,
is
okay.
good. It just looks weird because I'm like right up on the screen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. I have to pull it up though.
Okay. Do you want to share something with me?
No,
Okay.
it's just a question.
Okay.
Okay, what page was the possible adventures and setting out assignment on?
Okay. Let me look here.
Because I'm pretty sure I did it, but I don't know.
I don't see why you wouldn't have done it. I'm pretty sure that you would have done it. So
Yeah.
let me just find where those are so that we can get those. Okay, I think they're in the exploring. Yeah, they're in the exploring section. So possible adventures is on page 102 and setting out is 102 and 103.
Okay. And then what about the finding the cross currents?
That's on 103 and 104.
104. Okay. I'm pretty sure I did them. I just can't find them.
I wonder if perhaps you maybe did them by hand instead of typing them.
Yeah, I usually do that when we have those type of assignments in class.
Yeah, so you can just, and other people do this too. You can just snap a photo and attach that. You don't
Okay.
have to like type them over or anything. And you don't have to worry about any doodles or I hate English or anything like that. I don't worry about those things.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Have
you're
a nice
welcome.
break.
And you too. And let me know if you need anything else, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
Thanks.